What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
You know, we always say in our program, you're either competing or you're not. You know, and that's life. You're always going to have to compete every day. You're going to have to compete every day. It's playing for each other, playing as hard as you can, leaving everything on the floor, do things right, be unselfish, love one another, and glorify God. And we just believe those characteristics you can apply on and off the court, and they're the foundation of our program. If you're looking for that Christian education and still playing basketball or whatever your sport of choice, you got an opportunity to come here and play at a competitive high level, but at the same time you're going to get the spiritual development and grow and develop in our walk with the Lord and our faith, and just having that passion to get better in every area of our life, having that passion to improve, having that passion to challenge ourselves and know that we can do more, we can reach higher heights. The experience that you're going to get in your 4 years when you come here, you're going to take a trip. You're going to go somewhere where you're going to experience something different. You're going to learn about what it takes to be successful. You know, you have to have the self-discipline to get in the gym. You know, you have to have the work ethic. You have to be unselfish. You got to know it's not about you, it's about the we. Big time is not where you are. Big time is how you do it. And at Grace and in Grace Athletics, you know, we may be a small school, but we do it big time.
Hello and welcome to the Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center as the Grace College Lady Lancers take on the Spring Arbor University. I'm Jake Harmon alongside with my co-host Drew Beck today, as we'll be giving you the broadcast for this Crossroads League matchup here. Starters for the Lady Lancers were Kiana Stoll, Veronica Drake, Cameron Hostetler, Kaylee Warble, and Lexi Minix. And for Spring Arbor, Anne-Marie Wright, Gracie Cabana, Tiona Feldposh, Grace Shoebridge, and Sierra Lips. As we get ready here to tip it off.
Ready for a good game today, Jake. Anything can happen. It's Crossroads League play. Very, very intense conference, so great to see a good game today.
Absolutely, as looks like Hostetler has the ball here at the top to start for the Lady Lancers. She drives all the way inside and gets an easy lay-in.
It's good to see that right away.
Absolutely, as here comes this Grace Lady Lancer press that they're known for. And a dangerous pass, and that's going to get intercepted by Lexi Minix there. Push the ball at the floor. Hostetler for three on the wing. That's good. And a quick start.
Great start
Lancers.
there by Hostetler. Quick 5 points.
Great court vision to find her there as well on the wing. As Spring Arbor trying to get it up the floor here. And they get it across. Spring Arbor only averages around 58 points a game. So it looks like they're going to try to slow this game down a little bit. Try to get good looks as they get one here inside. And that's a nice layup.
Yeah, definitely, Jake. It'll be very interesting to see if they can slow down the pace, which I think is ultimately what they're looking for today. Lady Lancers a much high-scoring offense, averaging around 86 points a game, so it'll be interesting to see who controls the tempo here early.
That might be a key to this game here, as Drake misses the shot, but great hustle there to grab the rebound. And I'm not quite sure what they called there, but looks like a shot clock error, but and looks like they're running it down. They're going to set it back to 15 here as the Lady Lancers will maintain possession. As Hostetler has it at the top. Over to Stoll, who leads the Lancers in scoring. Now Warble inside. Nice little drop step. And she gets a nice little hook shot to go. It's a quick start for the Lady Lancers here.
Real good start offensively for the Lancers, being patient on offense, finding their people on the wings and feeding it in outside in. It's good strategy always.
Nice pass inside. Jump hook, that's going to be off the mark. And Grace grabs the rebound. Hostetler with it. Now over to Drake. Nice little Euro step as she gets the layup.
Beautiful layup there by Drake. All started with a good rebound by Hostetler. Took the length of the court and found a streaking Drake for an easy layup.
Nice job breaking the press there by Spring Arbor. And that's a steal. And Veronica Drake with a great pass up to Hostetler. And that layup goes. And Spring Arbor's going to take a quick timeout here as things are looking out of hand a little bit as Grace leads 9-2. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout.
Do you know what we've discovered? A high percentage of people who visit our campus decide to come to Grace College because they see firsthand our welcoming, friendly community in beautiful Winona Lake, Indiana. With outstanding professors who care about you, we offer a quality education with a biblical worldview that will give you a competitive advantage in the workplace. Visiting our campus is the best way to experience what's really happening here, and we'd love to meet you. We are one community serving one creator, living out one mission at one great college. We believe you're one of us. We can't wait to see you.
And we welcome you back to the Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center here at Grace College. As Spring Arbor here trying to draw up some out of the timeout. And that'll work as they break the press wall. And here's Lips on the wing for Spring Arbor. Now it's that's Wright. Got it in the corner there. And that's a great steal there from Veronica Drake. As Grace looking to push it. Stole back to Drake, and Spring Arbor looks like they're in a little 2-3 zone, as that three in the corner is going to be no good. And was it tipped? It was tipped. I think Lips got a piece of that ball there. And
Yeah.
Grace will maintain it.
Great job for the Lady Lancers to really beat the 2-3 there, get an open look in the corner. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep finding those all game.
It almost looks like a 3-2 at this point now for Spring Arbor.
Does
Wings are
look like a
little
3-2.
high. Drake in the corner. That's a wide open shot. And she misses that one. But Warble fighting for the rebound, and she grabs it. And now Hostiller a 3. She misses, but another offensive rebound for the Lancers. And that's a turnover. That's great hustle there for the Lady Lancers to get, I think, 3 offensive rebounds on that possession.
3 offensive rebounds there. That's very good for them. Spring Arbor's a very good rebounding team. They have 2 of the top 3 rebounders in the conference, so it'll be very, very key for the Lancers to secure every rebound when they can.
And Feldposh gets it. And now she has it back here. And it looks like, I think that's Shoebridge might have made it, or excuse me, no, that is Feldposh that stepped on the line, or maybe over the line.
Maybe called a travel on the court.
Oh, travel, okay. Here comes Hostiller, not a Minix. As they're looking at Warble, that's a great catch and find. And Stoll has an open 3, and that's good. You don't want to leave her open too often.
Definitely not. Real good basketball, getting it inside, kicking it back out, beating that zone. Great offense there by the Lady Lancers.
And that press is just all over for Grace. And that's a good look from 3. That's going to be off the mark. Drake smacks it out of bounds, and it looks like Spring Arbor's going to maintain it. I think, though, if you're Spring Arbor, you'll take that shot. An open 3 after breaking the press.
Absolutely. You'll take those all game. It'll be real key to see if they can hit those if they're left open.
Spring Arbor is a decent three-point shooting team at 41% as a team.
Grace a little bit of zone action as well.
Yeah. Looking inside here to Shoebridge. Nice pass for the wing jumper, and that's off the mark. Now it's Drake looking inside to Warble, and that pass is stolen. And now Lips with it for Spring Arbor. And she's going to wisely pull it out and set up their offense. Nice look inside. Just the pass was a little bit high there. That would be a turnover. As Heffron made the turnover. And now Stoll has a wide open 3, and she missed that one.
It's a little off the mark, but Lancers will take that look any day.
Absolutely.
Open 3. They're getting a lot of them this game. It'll just be interesting to see if they can hit those.
Stoll is around 40% on the air from 3, so an open look for her, and most of the time will go in. And Spring Arbor doing a little bit better job here after the timeout of breaking the press and getting into their offense a little bit more.
Yeah, into that timeout, I'm sure the coach taught them how to beat the press, take it easy, just take a few breaths, get past half court, and then get in your offense.
Yeah, nice skip pass. To the right, a little extra pass. Now back to right here on the wing. Now Shoebridge with it. And a step back 3 from Cabana is going to fall. Impressive shot there. And that's something I think that's a little spark that Spring Arbor might need to get back in this game.
Absolutely. Anything time you can get points like that can really bolster a team.
As Stoll answers right back with another open 3 from the corner. And she's off to a hot start.
Big thing for Spring Arbor to figure out is how can they get to those shooters in the zone.
Yeah.
Can't leave shooters like Stoll open because she'll hit those all game.
Nice skip pass, and now Lips has it. Now over to Cabana at the top. She just hit one. She's going to fire another one, and that one's off. And Drake grabs the rebound. Grace so far doing a great job of getting defensive rebounds when Spring Arbor doesn't miss his shots. And then look inside to Warble, and she's going to be fouled. It looks like that one might be on Heffron.
Foul on the floor. Spring Arbor's Macy.
4:17 left here in this first quarter as the Lady Lancers have a 17-5 lead. As a couple of subs come in for both teams. And it looks like Heffron will come off for Spring Arbor. And Feldposh is coming back on. And then for Grace, Maddie Ryman and I did not catch the other one. Maybe Brooke Treadway, I think.
Brooke Treadway, yeah.
So look inside to her. Gets to the corner to Drake. Nice take inside, little floater, and that's going to fall.
Again, you see the Lancers try to get it inside, then kick it back out to the shooters. Drake did a real good job penetrating when the shot was cut off.
Yeah. That's one thing that's been great for Grace so far has been shot selection in this first quarter. As Spring Arbor breaks the press here. Nice spin move inside, but that shot's not going to fall. And Shoebridge gets her own rebound there. Here's Lips with a little floater, and that's off the glass and in.
Good piece of offense there by the Cougars. Put together some nice passes, penetrated into the paint, and got a nice floater.
Drake here with a little jumper, and that's going to be off. And now, but that even though it goes out of bounds, it gives them time to set up that the treacherous press that they've got going.
Absolutely. And as a substitution comes in, it'll be key for them to be able to keep beating this press. Grace has had great success in recent games with this press, so it's key for Spring Arbor to be able to just take it slow, take a couple deep breaths, and just beat the press, get it down the court, and then get in your offense.
That sub was Grace Cotter is coming in for Spring Arbor as Lips takes a seat. And she might have got away with a travel there, but good D from Stahl to cut off the baseline. And now they go back to Cabana. Now it's Shoebridge. 9 on the shot clock for Spring Arbor. Over to Cabana for 3. That's going to be off the mark. And Heffron fights for the rebound, and I think she's going to commit a foul on Drake.
Good piece of passing there by the Cougars. Able to find it, get a look inside, kick it back out for a wide open shot. Unable to hit, but that's exactly what you want to see in your offense.
As Hostetler brings it up here for Grace. Nice little flare action for Stahl to get an open 3, and that's going to roll in and out and back in again.
I think that one hit every part of the rim before it went in.
Yeah. Dangerous pass across the basket, and that's intercepted by Hostetler. Now Ryman kicks over to Drake, and Grace going to get back in their offense. Here's Drake on the drive. That shot's not going to fall, and Spring Arbor grabs the rebound. Looks like Cotter grabbed the rebound. And Wright gets fouled here by Ryman.
It looked like Drake was looking for the foul on that last drive to the hoop. But then it's just Lancers not getting back on defense. Made a little error there in transition. And Spring Arbor will have a sideline out of bounds.
As they get the ball in the middle. Nice little zone offense. And the pass is tipped, but it gets back to Wright as she tries a 3, and that's going to fall.
It's a good look there from 3, and she knocked it down. She'll hit that one very often if they leave her open like that.
Wright is the leading scorer for Spring Arbor at 16 points a game, as Hostetler is going to hit a 3.
Looks like every time the Cougars get in a 3, the Lancers just answer right back.
And that's got to be demoralizing if you're Spring Arbor. They got to find ways to stay in this game. And again, Spring Arbor breaks the press pretty easily. As here's Wright. Tries to go over to Cotter. Nice cut inside. And a great spin move there from Showbridge, and she's going to knock in the layup.
Beautifully done there by the Cougars to get the ball down the court, get a look they wanted.
As there's Ryman with a nice left-handed lay-in. And again, every time Spring Arbor scores, it seems that the Lady Lancers answer. As they break the press, and now Wright has it in the middle. Now over to Cotter, back to Wright here. Swing over to Cabana, now it's Wright again. Nice pass to the middle. And now Cotter with it on the wing. It's Wright, they got 7 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside to Showbridge, and that's gonna be an and 1. Good patient offense there from Spring Arbor.
Very patient, used the shot clock almost all the way down, found their player inside who had a nice layup there, and they'll get a free throw to add to it.
And I think that's what Spring Arbor has to do to play their style of game. It seems so far that Grace has really controlled the tempo of the game, and they're playing more their way.
Absolutely, and the thing with Spring Arbor is that they've never been a high-scoring team this entire season. They like to slow it down, get the ball inside, work it inside out, and they're doing that so far this game. It's just the Lancers will try to get you out, get you running, press you when they can. So if Spring Arbor can hold the game to their pace, then they'll have a real good shot to take a dub here in Winona Lake.
As Box comes into the game for Grace. And here's Minix now back to Box. She's got an open look from 3, and that's straight on and good. And Grace extends their lead to 30-14 here as we wind down in this first quarter. As Spring Arbor gets it across pretty comfortably. Pass it over to Cotter, and she passes it back out. Now it's Cabana at the top. Wright working the middle of that zone. She gets left open though, but can't hit that one. And there's it looked like an offensive rebound from Field Posh, and Spring Arbor's going to call a timeout. So 5 seconds left here in this first quarter, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Do you know what we've discovered? A high percentage of people who visit our campus decide to come to Grace College because they see firsthand our welcoming, friendly community in beautiful Winona Lake, Indiana. With outstanding professors who care about you, we offer a quality education with a biblical worldview that will give you a competitive advantage in the workplace. Visiting our campus is the best way to experience what's really happening here, and we'd love to meet you. We are one community serving one creator, living out one mission at one great college. We believe you're one of us.
And welcome back to the Mannahan Orthopedic Capital Center, as Ryman's going to commit a bad foul there on the shot, and Spring Arbor's going to get 2 free throws. That is Field Posh. She's going to head to the line. Tiana is an 80% free throw shooter, so probably not the person you want to foul, as her first one is good. Spring Arbor just trying to stay in striking distance here from the Lady Lancers. And Field Posh's second is up and good. Here's Ryman with it for Grace, and she loses it. And it looks like she's not going to be able to get a shot off. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, as the Grace Lady Lancers lead at 30-16, as we'll be back for the second quarter.
Do you know what we've discovered? A high percentage of people who visit our campus decide to come to Grace College because they see firsthand our welcoming, friendly community in beautiful Winona Lake, Indiana. With outstanding professors who care about you, we offer a quality education with a biblical worldview that will give you a competitive advantage in the workplace. Visiting our campus is the best way to experience what's really happening here, and we'd love to meet you. We are one community serving one creator, living out one mission at one great college. We believe you're one of us. We can't wait to see you.
As we welcome you back to the Mannahan Orthopedic Capital Center here at beautiful Winona Lake at Grace College, as the Grace Lady Lancers lead at 30-16. As we're about to get ready to start the second quarter, Drew, what are some first quarter takeaways that you kind of thought of?
Well, I mean, I think just looking at the score, it's no secret that the Lady Lancers were able to control that first quarter. They were able to keep the tempo as how they wanted. They played their pace. I think it would be key for Spring Arbor to be able to slow it down. Towards the end of the half, they were able, or the quarter rather, they were able to kind of learn that press, how to beat it, get in their offense, slow things down, and work the ball inside. They were able to get a couple free throws. So I think it'll just be interesting to see how the pace will change here in this second quarter.
As we get here started in the second quarter, now Wright has the ball for Spring Arbor. And they get out of the corner. Here's Cabana with it. Now over to Wright. Nice cut in the middle, and that's good zone offense, but Showbridge can't get a shot off. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Wright throws up a floater, and that's going to be off the mark. And Stoll hustles over to grab the rebound. Grace doing a great job of boxing out down low on the defensive end.
Very good defense possession there for the Lancers.
Here's Warble inside, a little lefty jump hook, and that's not going to fall as the Spring Arbor grabs the rebound.
If you're Spring Arbor, that's a one possession right there. You'll take that any time of the day.
Absolutely. Here's Wright with it. Back over to Wright. Nice look inside. And Wright has it at the top. She's going to shoot a three, and that's going to be in and out as Minix grabs the rebound.
And as this game's gone on, Jake, we've seen Spring Arbor get more and more comfortable out there on the court. Looked a little panicked, a little frantic there at first, but now second quarter into the game, they seem a lot more comfortable working the ball inside out, getting an open shot.
And this would be a great win for Spring Arbor. Only 1-5 in the conference, and looking for wins And this would be a big one to win on the road. 4 seconds on the shot clock for Grace. Here's Box. Little one dribble pull up 15-footer, and that's no good. And Field Posh grabs the rebound. And there's a nice little trap there, but they get it to Showbridge. Good extra pass and a three-pointer. That's going to hit off the side of the backboard from Cabana, but a nice offensive rebound and putback.
And those offensive rebounds are what's going to really separate Spring Arbor here. They're very good rebounding team, especially on the offensive end. So if they can keep getting those all game, it'll be tough for the Lady Lancers to keep this lead.
Nice drive from Stoll, and that's a great block inside from Field Posh.
Good drive from Stoll. She had an open lane there. Just a great defensive play.
As Grace has the ball out of bounds underneath, and a couple of subs come in for Spring Arbor.
And you know, basketball really is a game of runs. It'll be very interesting to see how many runs we get this second quarter. It's still anyone's game. Spring Arbor could very easily get right back into this.
Has a nice little three there from Stoll. She's having a good first half. She already has 12 for Grace.
If I'm the Lady Lancers, I'm going to keep trying to find Stoll in the offense. She's obviously got the hot hand right now. So I'm going to try to work my offense through her if I'm the coach of the Lady Lancers.
Absolutely. We get to the baseline, and a nice trap from the Lancers. And nice job to get out of it. And now it's Rubridge now over for right for three, and that's no good. And Box grabs the rebound.
Spring Arbor's getting a lot of good looks here this early in this quarter. It's gonna turn into, can they hit those open threes?
Nice defensive play there from Cotter to knock it away from Hostetler. And now Drake comes in for Warble. But absolutely, I mean, if you're Spring Arbor, you'll take those open shots. At this point, you just got to hit, continue to get stops and hit those open shots when you get them. As Minix has it for Grace. Hostetler comes off a handoff. Looking to drive right, she does. And, ooh, I thought that was pretty good defense there from Spring Arbor, but Hostetler fortunate to get the call there.
Very good job by Hostetler to get in the paint, draw the foul. Now she gets to go to the line for two.
Hostetler, a 79% free throw shooter on the year for Grace. And her first one is up and no good. A rare miss there from Hostetler. Hostetler from Archibald, Ohio. As the second one falls. And Spring Arbor's going to have a sub. And it looks like Cameron's going to check in for Spring Arbor. And it's been a while since Spring Arbor has committed a turnover from the press. They continue to do a nice job of breaking it in the later stage of this game. As Lips drives in and kicks it back out. Cotter now has it. Now to Wright, back to Cotter here at the top. Wright tries an open three. That's going to be no good as Hostetler grabs the rebound. Fires it up to Drake as Drake goes in for the layup. And it can't fall, but a great hustle play for Hostetler to get the rebound.
Great offensive rebound by the 5'1" Hostetler. Keeps the possession alive.
And Drake with another offensive rebound. And it's going to stay here with the Lady Lancers. As Grace right now just out hustling Spring Arbor for those offensive rebounds.
Both teams doing very good on the boards thus far.
As Drake has it, now over to Hostetler. Here's Stoll. And they're looking inside for Drake as she posts up. Drake goes right, and that's going to fall.
Just bullied her way into the paint there, got the shot she wanted, and she made a nice little layup right there.
You got to know if it's Veronica Drake, though, that she's going to go right almost every time.
She'll go right at your mouth every single time. Just give it to you right in your chin.
Has a nice fake from Shoebridge as she misses that one. Nice rebound from Pearson for Spring Arbor. Oh, and a nice cut and a great pass. Oh, but she misses the layup. Cotter unfortunate to miss that one there. And those are ones that you got to have if you want to get back in this game for Spring Arbor. Here's Hostetler. Now Box has an open three. That's going to be off the mark. And a good rebound from Shoebridge. Ooh, right, nice pass inside to Cotter, and she misses another layup. And now Drake has it. Drake going right again as she drives in, and she's going to get fouled. It looks like they're going to get right with the foul there.
2 missed layups in a row for Spring Arbor. They'll need to clean that up. Those are 4 points right there that they really need in this game to get themselves back into it.
As Ryman checks back into the game. But ever since that, I feel like ever since that opening sequence of Grace causing turnovers from their press, it's been a pretty even game as far as scoring. Grace went on the early run, then I feel like it's been even since that.
Absolutely. After that first run, that really set Grace up and given them the big lead they still have right now. But as you said, Jake, since then it's been a pretty even match. I think the score can be a little misleading, but overall, a very close contested match.
As Drake's first free throw is going to go. Veronica Drake, an 80% free throw shooter on the year. And her second one is good as well. 38-18 here as Grace has a 20-point lead over Spring Arbor. As Field Posh has it for Spring Arbor, now Shoebridge. And they get it to Cotter. And Pearson passes it back out. Nice look inside. Oh, and Veronica Drake with great hands gets the steal. And she's going to speed ahead, and that layup's going to fall.
Veronica Drake decided to do it all by herself there. Got the steal on one end, all the way down, beats everyone down, gets the layup on the other. Great piece of play there by Drake.
It's a great steal as Drake has 10 points so far in this game.
Lady Lancers have 3 players in double digits here quick. That's always good to see.
As here is Field Posh with it. Looking to spin, kicks it over to Lips for 3. And that's going to be no good. Another good offensive rebound from Field Posh, but she gets it swiped away. And a little drop. I think it just looked like a drop pass, and Spring Arbor's going to have the ball.
So those unforced errors there that you can't have during a game on either side.
Treadway comes into the game for the Lady Lancers. As they get it to the middle very nicely there to Shoebridge. Gets it to the corner. Nice baseline drive from Pearson, and she's going to lay it in. That's a great move right there to beat her defender on the baseline and lay it in. And on the other end, Stoll does the same thing as they push the pace and get the easy layup. As Field Posh gets it. And no one stops her, but she's going to miss the layup, and now Pearson grabs the rebound. That's no good. Another offensive rebound. Field Posh can't hit, and Drake finally grabs the rebound. And throws up to head to Ryman. Ryman attacks her girl, misses it, and it's going to stay here with Spring Arbor.
Lancers again trying to push the pace there. Drake looked for a long outlet to Ryman. Ryman tried to draw the contact, but at the end of the possession will stay with the Lancers.
As Minix comes in to give Veronica Drake a break. Here's Hostile with it in the out of bounds underneath. Looking for Minix. Now it's back out to Stoll. As she pulls up from 17, that's no good. And I thought it looked like Shoebridge had it, Field Posh, but she couldn't quite hang on to it, and Grace is going to maintain possession.
A couple players on Spring Arbor all went for that rebound. Just none of them could handle it. It'll stay with the Lady Lancers.
As they get it to Stoll off the double screen. Back over to Minix. Here's Hostetler. Pulls back for 3. That's going to be short, and Pearson grabs the rebound. As here's Lips with it for Spring Arbor. Now Field Posh with it. Here at the top. Now Pearson. Trying to penetrate that zone is Field Posh. Looks underneath. Great pass. And that's a good finish from Shoebridge. And that little duo has been working for Spring Arbor in this game. As Ryman takes a quick 3. That's going to be off the mark. As Treadway, she's going to commit a foul as she was going hard for the rebound.
Good hustle there by Treadway. A little unsure with that call, but great hustle from both teams already.
As Wright comes back into the game for Spring Arbor, as well as Drake comes back in box, come back in for Grace. As here's Cabana for Spring Arbor. Gets to the middle to Wright. And now Cabana gets trapped, but Wright does a good job coming to the ball as she snags it. And it looks like Drake is going to commit the foul there on Lips.
Yeah, Drake there got a little risky reaching, and she got called for the reach-in foul there.
Good call there by the official. As Spring Arbor here has it, 20 seconds on the shot clock here, looking for something offensively. And Cabana for 3. That's going to be off the mark, and Drake comes in and grabs a rebound.
Veronica Drake everywhere here on the court early in the second quarter.
Now Box gets it on the wing for 3. That's going to be short. Looked like she didn't quite get her feet under her on that shot, and Spring Arbor's going to have it.
Both teams looking for the 3 ball thus far this game. It's been a focal point for each offense. Be interesting to see if they try to keep working it inside, kicking it out, or if they try to look for different types of shots.
Both teams shoot over 35% from 3. Grace at 35%, Spring Arbor at 41. So they definitely like to shoot the 3 ball. That's not right, has it for Spring Arbor. Now Lips with it. Thought about the 3, decides not to take it. As it goes to the middle to Shoebridge. 5 on the shot clock here for Cabana. As that was a good pass, but and I don't think Spring Arbor realized that the shot clock there.
Yeah, wasn't aware with how much time was left on the shot clock. The Lady Lancers stuck with their stout defense there, and they were able to get a shot clock violation.
And it looks like Treadway and Drake are going to come out of the game for Stoll and Minix. 1:47 left here in the second quarter as the Lady Lancers have a 20-point lead over Spring Arbor. Here's Hostiller with it. Off a screen from Warble. Now it's Box. Box driving right. And that's a nice lay-in from Box.
It's a good job there recognizing. Spring Arbor dropped back into man. It's a good job recognizing, running their offense, getting an open layup.
And Spring Arbor there, not great help defense on that play, but as Cabana with the drive. And she might have gotten fouled, but the refs don't think so, and she loses it out of bounds. And Treadway is going to come back in for Minix.
Some great basketball here early after a very, very quick first quarter. Lady Lancers put up 30 points first quarter. The second quarter here is about 14 points here so far, so they've slowed down a little bit. Credit to Spring Arbor. Forced them to go from zone to man, so we'll see how that fares for them.
Here's Hostetler with it. Now we're to Stoll. And they're looking inside to Warble, and that pass got deflected out of bounds. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Spring Arbor has another sub, and looks like Field Posh is in for Pearson for Spring Arbor. Hostiller has the out of bounds underneath for Grace. Trying to get it in, and she does to Box, but Box throws the ball away, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Oh, wait. It was tipped, apparently. According to the refs, I didn't think it was, but it looks like it was. As Stoll throws up a 3
Wow.
as the shot clock expires and it falls.
If you're Spring Arbor, you've got to be upset with that right there. Ball did not look like it was tipped, and instead of getting the possession back for you, Lancers get 3 points there, extend their lead.
Spring Arbor coach Ryan Frost was letting the refs know about that one. As Wright's going to have a 3, and that's going to fall. Nice pass. And Wright able to finish it off.
Good job for the Cougars to be able to answer right back with that 3.
No shot clock here for Grace. And Stoll has it now to Box. And it looks like they're going to hold for 1 here. Seven on the clock here for Grace. As here's Stoll with it. And they're going to call a moving screen on Warble.
That whole possession, the Lady Lancers looked a bit confused as what they were trying to do. Stoll a little unsure what play she wanted to call there. And unfortunately it ends in a moving screen. Spring Arbor will get the last shot of the quarter.
There's 1 second, and that shot is going to be short. As we head to the half, as the Lady Lancers have a 47-25 lead over Spring Arbor. And Drew and I will be back for the second half.
I spoke to my advisor about pursuing film, and he said that there was an internship possibility with Brand Poet, who does the marketing for Grace. I was able to learn a lot through the experience there, and I think that that really prepared me for the bulk of my applied learning, which was in Los Angeles. I got to intern with the special effects warehouse out there, so that was beyond phenomenal. I had this applied learning credit available to me. I knew that if I didn't take initiative for it, well, no one else is going to, because it's my life. In the end, I think that it's really helped me kind of finalize that film is where I'm supposed to be.
Sophomore year, I changed my major to business. One day, Gross Nickel had given us the opportunity to have an internship over at the chamber, and I got my foot in the door because of Deanna. She was right there working with me, so that was just a huge open for me. I knew that I needed to know this particular area, so I was able to go back to class and actually focus on that and actually took it in. Whereas if you don't know where you're focusing, it's not learned, hence the applied learning.
I would have never thought that the State House would have an IT position available to be able to come and be an intern for them. But once I did, I got really excited because it's a big building, it's a lot of people that we're providing services to. Through this internship, I've realized what area of IT I like the most. So if out of college, right after this internship, I want to do a master's degree, I know what area of IT I want to do, as opposed to not having had any experience and not knowing what kind of master's degree I'm interested in.
I decided to take, at the time it was the OSI class, now it's Career Institutes. Because of that class, I applied to 3 or 4 places. Marketing for orthopedics is a little different because you're not marketing to the direct customer, but you're marketing to the surgeon, and that's just something cool that you learn, and it's definitely different. Having an internship gives you a base of a network, and if you work hard in your internship, then you have that base for the rest of your life.
For my first 2 years at Grace, I was a business major, but then I heard about Randy Polston's applied learning program, and when I signed up, I saw the spots at a dental practice. I was scared coming into it because I didn't know if certain careers were for me or if I was even in the right major, but if I didn't do applied learning, I feel as though I still would be unsure about my career right now.
The cool thing about Grace is it doesn't just give you all this information and make you run with it. They invest in you. They invest in what you want to do with your life and the direction you want to go in. Going into the workforce and being ready to take on the jobs that my employer is going to give me, I feel like I'm competent, like I'm ready to take it on because I've been so well prepared thanks to the Center for Career Connections.
I think that the great thing about applied learning is that because the majority of it is outside of the classroom, you have the opportunity to explore all these different possibilities of what you want to do.
Classes can only teach you so much, but once you're out in the real world, you have something that you can put on your resume.
And especially for me, before coming to college, I had no idea what I wanted to be. But applied learning allowed me to see what's out there, to see what a dentist does, to see what a pharmacist does. But without applied learning, I would have never opened my eyes to these possibilities.
Grace has given me the experience and the tools I need to really succeed after college, and they can do it for you too. All you need to do is take that first step.
Grace, are you ready for your tour? Yeah. Follow me.
You know, we always say in our program, you're either competing or you're not. You know, and that's life. You're always going to have to compete every day. You're going to have to compete every day. It's playing for each other, playing as hard as you can, leaving everything on the floor, do things right, be unselfish, love one another, and glorify God. And we just believe those characteristics you can apply on and off the court, and they're the foundation of our program. If you're looking for that Christian education and still playing basketball or whatever your sport of choice, you got an opportunity to come here and play at a competitive high level, but at the same time you're going to get the spiritual development and grow and develop in our walk with the Lord and our faith, and just having that passion to get better in every area of our life, having that passion to improve, having that passion to challenge ourselves and know that we can do more, we can reach higher heights. The experience that you're going to get in your 4 years when you come here, you're going to take a trip. You're going to go somewhere where you're going to experience something different. You're going to learn about what it takes to be successful. You know, you have to have the self-discipline to get in the gym. You know, you have to have the work ethic. You have to be unselfish. You got to know it's not about you, it's about the we. Big time is not where you are. Big time is how you do it. And at Grace and in Grace Athletics, you know, we may be a small school, but we do it big time.
We got 3 more. One more home. We play next, the 31st, I believe, which I think is a Monday. So we play the 23rd, we play the 23rd at UNLH, and home against Grace Christian the 31st. They're from Michigan, and then we play them away. No, nothing like that. We might try to see if we might do it that, depending on which hall it is, we might play the winner of all ball. Or we might just do it, like we talked about, just doing it like our loft plus like Braden, Keaton, and Dusty, just play us one day for a game. Just something like that, just because. Yeah. Well, we had to split. So Braden's on a different team. It's like Braden and Dustin, and like he's with our lot. What's the bid? Who's your team? It's like you, Dustin. Going through it. Jordan's the pretty serious college as a hat.
And welcome back to the Manhattan Orthopedic Capital Center here in beautiful Winona Lake at Grace College. As we get ready here to start the second half, just some scoring for both teams. For the Grace Lady Lancers, Kiana Stoll led the team with 17 points in that first half. Cameron Hosteller had 11. Veronica Drake with 10, Michaela Box with 5, Maddie Ryman with 2, and Kaylee Warble with 2. And for Spring Arbor, Grace Shoebridge had 8 points, Anne-Marie Wright had 6, Tiona Fieldposh had 4, Gracie Cabana had a 3-pointer, and Lips and Pearson both had 2 for Spring Arbor, as Grace has a 47-25 lead. A couple of other things that stuck out to me were the rebounding stats, as Spring Arbor is a very good rebounding team. Had 9 offensive rebounds and 9 defensive rebounds to go as a total of 17. And Grace had 9 offensive rebounds and 14 defensive rebounds for a total of 23. So Grace doing a nice job on the defensive glass.
Seems like both teams doing a very good job rebounding that first half.
Absolutely. Grace has 10 assists on 18 field goals, and Spring Arbor has 6 assists on 10. So both teams moving the ball well, trying to find a good shot. And I felt like shot selection was pretty good for both teams in that first half. So let's see how we get the second half. Drew, any takeaways from that first half?
Yeah, I think obviously the tempo was controlled by the Lady Lancers. I think it'll be vital for the Cougars to see if they can start out early, not let the Lady Lancers jump out to that early lead like they did last time, and just be able to keep it close, see if they can cut into that lead slowly. I don't think they'll be able to take it away just right out of the gate, but if they can just slowly cut into that lead more and more and hopefully chip away at it and then hopefully get this a lot closer.
As it looks like the same starters for both teams that started the game to come out for the second half. And those were for Spring Arbor, Lips, Wright, Cabana, Shoebridge, and Fieldposh. And for Grace, Stoll, Hostetler, Drake, Minix, and Warble. As we get the second half going with Kiana Stoll at the top of the key. Drives left, kicks it out to Hostetler for an open 3. That's going to be short. And Minix with another offensive rebound for Grace. Warble inside. Nice little fake. Used the left, maybe got fouled, but gets it back, and she's going to hit the layup.
Good set of offense there for the Lady Lancers. Great offensive rebound by Minix, and Warble's able to put it back in for 2.
Warble was tough to deal with inside with her size and her skill in the low post. Nice pass inside to Fieldposh, and that's a good cut. I think that's from Shoebridge, but she just can't hang on to it. That's good offense from Spring Arbor. Just got to capitalize on those chances.
Good offense for Spring Arbor. Anytime you get it touches in the paint, that's an offense 1 right there. Just got to handle the ball and hopefully put the ball in the hoop.
Here's Hostetler with it for Grace at the top. Now it's Minix over to Stoll. And Warble inside. Again causes some problems. She's going to get the lay-in. Great post up there from Warble and demanding the ball. And she goes up and gets the 2.
We'll see if the Lady Lancers try to work their offense now through Warble. She's had a couple possessions with some good layups, great offense. So we'll see if they try to keep working it through her.
As Cabana misses the 3, and now Grace pushes the ball. 2-on-2 here. Stoll kicks over to Drake. Drake drives baseline and gets a nice lay-in. Got her defender turned around, and she gets an easy 2.
And starting to look like exactly what happened beginning of the game. The Lady Lancers off to a quick start. We'll see if Spring Arbor can get some offense down here. Maybe put in a bucket here.
As Wright tries a 3, and that's going to be a little long, and Stoll grabs the defensive rebound. Stoll pushing it. Nice crossover to get in the lane, and that's a nice lay-in from Stoll. And an early timeout here from Spring Arbor as things are getting a little out of hand. And we'll be back after this full timeout. Welcome back to the Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center here at Grace College as the Lady Lancers You couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half if you're Grace. Extend the lead, get it out to 30, and try to put this game away.
Absolutely, and they got out quick. They got to running down the court, which is exactly what they wanted. So, yeah, like you said, if you're Grace, you start out just how you'd want to start out to a half.
And Showbridge to inbound. He gets her right in the middle, or excuse me, that's Lips over with the ball. She's gonna try a three. That's gonna be no good. And Warble grabs the rebound. Here's Hostetler pushing the pace for Grace. Nice crossover inside. That layup's not gonna fall. And a fight for the ball, and looks like Wright's gonna come out with it for Spring Arbor. Here's Lips. And she's gonna pull it out. Back over to Lips. Open three, wide open three in the corner. And things just not falling for Spring Arbor. But an offensive rebound from Field Posh. Here's Showbridge. Right over to Cabana. Thought about the three. Nice look inside, but just couldn't quite get it as Hostetler with a nice pass to Drake, and she'll get the easy two.
Great job running the fast break there by Hostetler and Drake. Hostetler pulled the defender to her, then just tossed it over the top to Drake, who had an easy layup.
Here's Showbridge. It's the right. Nice little pull at 15-footer, and that's going to fall.
Great job breaking the press there by the Cougars. Got an easy shot, one that they liked. See if they can keep doing that possession after possession.
Drake drives inside. It's a little spin move, and she's going to get that to fall. Drake has 14. And Spring Arbor gets it in. And Showbridge has it out of Wright. And Wright's going to pull it out. Now Cabana drives baseline. Little floater in the lane. That's a pretty shot right there from Cabana.
Another good possession there for the Cougars, doing a good job at breaking this press. Lady Lancers have been relentless in the press. Been putting the pressure on all game, haven't come out of it once yet.
Stoll has it in the corner. Nice post from Warble. Gets double team, kicked out. Nice extra pass, Minix for three, and that's not gonna fall. Good hustle from Hostetler. But if you're Coach Davis there, that's a great possession of offense. Just couldn't quite knock down the shot.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what you're looking for. Get the ball to Warble, biggest player on the court, and then have her just stand over top of the defense there, kick it out for an open three.
As Showbridge has it, now to Lips. Now right. Cabana for three, and that high arcing shot can't quite go. Warble grabs the rebound around three Spring Arbor girls, and they have a 3-on-2 for Grace. Drake with a dangerous pass, but gets away with it. Now Hostetler has a three in the corner, and that's going to hit the side of the backboard.
Seemed like just rushed the shot there. Didn't necessarily need that. She had three defenders collapsing on her. Could have kicked it back out to Stoll for a better option there.
Spring Arbor has it here underneath, as now it's Field Posh with it. Slowly just walking it up the floor, getting it in, and they get it across to Wright. Grace now drops it back into that 2-3 zone. Showbridge gets out to the wing. And Lips had it. And Showbridge thought about the step back. Excuse me, that's Field Posh. And that's a great cut from Field Posh. And if there's a bright spot, I think, in this game for Spring Arbor, it's been the Field Posh to Showbridge duo inside, as Drake couldn't quite catch the pass.
Absolutely. If you're Spring Arbor, I'd keep looking for that connection right there. It's been working thus far. See if you can cut into that lead a little bit. Keep working through those two in your offense.
And a good number of subs coming in for Grace. It looks like a full hockey line change from Coach Davis. And as Field Posh has it.
Key to breaking any good press is how little you can have the ball touch the floor.
Absolutely.
Spring Arbor doing a really good job keeping the ball in the air, not dribbling themselves into traps or anything like that. It's always key if you can keep that ball in the air, just player to player, right down the court.
As Ryman picks up the foul there for Grace. Here's Wright with it for Spring Arbor. Cabana now. Has at the top. Nice pass inside to Showbridge. And that 50-footer's not going to fall. Field Posh grabs the rebound, though. She's going to put it back in.
Great rebound there by Field Posh, able to put the ball back up and in, get some points on the board for the Cougars.
Here's box drives baseline. Does a great defensive play there from Field Posh to cut off the drive and then get the steal. Now down to Lips. She drives in a little Euro step floater, and that's good.
Now the Cougars here putting together a nice little run for themselves. See if they can cut into this big Lancer lead.
And Cabana's going to commit the foul. And Coach Frost not too happy about that one.
And rightfully so. It was a foul you didn't need to give right there. You got the Lady Lancers kind of on their heels now. Just bail them out there, let them get in their offense, set something up.
Here's Box with it for Grace. Over to Goss. Now Ryman over to Ruff. 12 to shoot for Grace. Treadway inside, can't quite hit. Rebound by Cabana, and she's gonna run it up the floor. 3-on-2. And nice shot there from Wright. She's gonna get fouled. Looks like they're gonna call it on Ruff.
Good job getting into the paint there by the Cougars. Gonna go to the line shooting 2.
Good aggressive take. And Wright's gonna head to the free throw line. Wright on the season, an 84% free throw shooter. One of the best free throw shooters on the floor right now. And she hits that one. Wright from Eaton Rapids, Michigan. Has her second free throw up and good. And Potter's gonna check in for Lips here for Spring Arbor. 4:09 here left in this third quarter as Grace leads at 59-37. Spring Arbor going back to that 3-2 zone.
What would be key is if the Lady Lancers can get the ball back into the middle. A couple possessions they've had without getting the ball into the middle, try to work it inside out. We'll see if they can do a good job of that.
As it looks like Ryman steps out of bounds and going to give it right back to Spring Arbor. Field Posh with it. Now over to Shoebridge. And they finally get it across. Now here's Wright. She's going to pull it out. Cabana thought about the three, decides not to take it. Shoebridge faces up. Nice pass. And nice block from Treadway.
Great
and
defense.
Wright gets a nice steal. And she's going to go up and score. Great defensive play there from Wright.
Good block on one end by Treadway, and then Wright with a great steal right after that. Puts 2 more on the board for the Cougars.
Here's Goss with it. Not a Ruff. Dangerous pass, and it's going to stay with Grace. Nice tip there from Field Posh.
Lady Lancers looking to be forcing a little bit on offense here. Don't have that flow they had earlier in the game. If you're Spring Arbor, you're excited to see that. But if you're the Lady Lancers, you want to slow it down, play your game, get in your offense, and try to get the best shot as you can.
And it looks like Ruff traveled there.
Looks like Coach Davis will sub the entire lineup out here.
And the starters look like they're coming back in for Grace. As the lead was at 30, but now is back down to 20. Spring Arbor slowly trying to cut into this lead and try to get back in this game. And here, Cabana and Cotter has it. Shoebridge now trapped in the corner. She's going to get out of it, and she's going to get fouled by, it looks like, Hostetler.
Yeah, and a foul the Lady Lancers didn't need right there. Got 4 team fouls now committed on them. The sideline out of bounds for the Cougars.
See if let's see here if the Cougars can draw up, get into a set and get a bucket here to get it within 20. Shoebridge. Cabana's going to try a 3. That's going to be no good, and Warble grabs the rebound. Now Stoll with it. And looking to go downhill, but a nice job walling off there from Cotter. Drake has that here at the top. Now Stoll with it. She's going to try a 3-pointer. That's going to be no good. Tipped around, and it's going to go over to Spring Arbor.
Pretty good look there for Stoll. She'll hit that normally. But now it's just a matter of getting back on defense and hustling there.
Stoll does lead the game in scoring with 19 points so far. As the Spring Arbor slowly walks up the floor. Now Wright with it. she's going to pull it out. Cabana inside to Showbridge. Nice pass out. Caught her for 3. That's no good. But if you're Coach Frost, that's a pretty good offensive possession.
Very good right there. You got some good outside-in action. Found your person at the high post, kick it out to the opposite wing for an open 3. You just got to hit that.
And it's a 2-on-1 here for Spring Arbor. Here's Wright that drives in, and she can't hit the layup. Now Stoll going the other way for Grace. And she's going to pull it out. Look inside to Warble. Nice little drop step, and she's going to lay it in.
Kaylee Warble continuing to make her presence felt here in the second half. Quick 6 points for her.
She's really been a problem in the second half so far for Spring Arbor. As here is Wright with it for Spring Arbor. And it looks like she stepped out of bounds, but the ref didn't see it. Here's Wright with it, 10 on the shot clock. Throws up a jumper, that's gonna be no good. And Warble grabs the rebound. Throws it out to Stoll. Now it's Minix over to Drake. Spring Arbor continues to be in that 3-2 zone, or 1-2-2 zone. Oh, and the gamble doesn't pay off there, and Drake's gonna get an open 3, and she hits it. If you go for that, you gotta get it.
Spring Arbor gambled there and unable to get that steal. Drake made them pay by hitting the 3.
And here's Shoebridge now over to Feldposh. Wright's got it, tipped by Drake, and it's gonna be stolen, but a foul first, it looks like, on Warble.
Wool just going for the steal there, 50-50 ball, and unfortunately just called for the foul.
Spring Arbor only had 9 turnovers in that first half after the rough start. In the second half, hasn't seemed like there's been a ton of live ball turnovers.
Both teams can get a little sloppy at times with the ball. The Lady Lancers averaging almost 16 turnovers a game, and as for the Cougars, they're averaging about 19. So both teams get a little sloppy at times. But overall, thus far, a pretty clean match on both sides.
As Cabana's going to go to the line. Cabana only a 67% free throw shooter. But she's going to knock down the second. And it looks like she's going to get a sub here, as Lips is going to come back in for her. 33 seconds here left in this third quarter, as Grace has a 24-point lead, 64-40. Here's Hostetler. Still open in the corner, but a little late on the pass, and caught her with a nice defensive play to kick it out of bounds.
Lady Lancers can use most of the rest of the game clock here, about a 3-second difference. It'll be interesting to see if they try to use it all to get a good shot, or if they try to just get the first open look they get.
And it looks like that's what they're going to do here, Drew. It looks like they're just going to hold it for as long as they can. Hostetler dribbling here at the top. 8 seconds here on the shot clock. And here she goes, driving left, kicks it out. Minix, one more pass, Stoll, 3 on the shot clock. Got to put it up, and that's no good. Rebound for Feldposh, got to shoot it, and that's going to be off the mark. As we end the third quarter, Grace College leads 64-40, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter. And welcome back to the beautiful Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center in Winona Lake, here at the campus of Grace College. as we get ready to start this fourth quarter, as Grace has a 64-40 lead over Spring Arbor. Kiana Stahl has 19 points to lead the game so far.
And at this point, Jake, I think it's Grace College's game to lose. They've got a comfortable lead right now. They'll see if they can keep that lead as we head in this fourth quarter.
As Lips has it at the top, now Wright. In the corner to Feldposh. And Wright with a little 15-footer, and that's good. She's got 14 now. Excuse me, 12 now for Spring Arbor to lead them. As Drake's layup won't go. And Spring Arbor grabs the rebound. That was Heffron that grabbed that rebound. And now Wright has it for Spring Arbor. Here's Lips. Over to Cotter.
Lady Lancer showing that 2-3 zone again.
As they get another steal. And here's Drake with a 2-on-1. Great defensive play, but I think she's going to get a foul. And I think Drake should have given that one up.
She had a wide open Hostetler to her left who was gliding right down the court. You thought that'd be the smart play there, but either way, she gets to draw a foul. Ball stays with the Lady Lancers.
Hostetler has it underneath here for the Lady Lancers. And they get it to Drake in the corner. Hostetler's going to come off a screen. Now Stoll with it. Into the corner to Box. And no one stepped up to her, and she's going to drain the three.
Box there. The defense slacked off, so she said, all right, I'll take the three myself, and she hits it.
Box around a 30% three-point shooter, but someone you definitely cannot just leave wide open.
Lady Lancers continue to stay in that press. They've been in it all game.
Here's Cotter with it for Spring Arbor. Over to Wright. Skips it to Feldposh. And Lips with it. 4 on the shot clock. As that shot from Wright is going to be off the mark, but she's going to be fouled by Treadway. And Wright's going to head to the free throw line.
Good patient offense there from the Cougars. Able to work it around the arc, work it inside out, get it to the person they wanted inside, and now she's at the free throw line.
And that seems more like their style of play, is to slow the game down. Unfortunately, it's hard to do that when you're down by 25 points. But I think that's something that Spring Arbor should have done earlier. I mean, it doesn't help with the turnovers, but
yeah, right. It seems like earlier in the game, this would have been a really good strategy to attack at him, slow offense inside out. But as you said, at this point in the game, it's just hard to do that when you have dug yourself such a big hole.
Wright converts on both free throws, and Stoll brings it at the top for Grace. Here's Drake with it. Back over to Stoll as she rejects the ball screen. And that shot looked like she maybe got fouled there, but it looks like they're going to call a tip, and Grace is going to maintain possession. Hostetler has it underneath here on the inbound. Gets into Drake. Skips it over to Box, and she's going to save it from going into the backcourt. 10 seconds to shoot here. Hostetler in the corner for three. That's no good. And Feldposh is going to grab the rebound. It looks like they're going to get a foul on Treadway.
Good look there for Hostetler. Created the opportunity there from Box. Box able to draw the defense, kick it to Hostetler in the corner. She's got to hit those.
Spring Arbor with it now. Cotter still trying to break this Grace press. And that pass is going to be a bad pass. And Cotter can't quite save it. And Grace is going to get the ball back.
It's the first turnover the Lady Lancers have been able to create from their press in a while. Spring Arbor did a really good job handling the ball, keeping it away from the defense and getting across the midline. But right there, as we see, Grace's press able to force a turnover.
Drake on the inbounds over to Stoll. She gets it to Hostetler. And they tried to find Drake in the middle of that zone, and it's going to be kicked. That's the right idea, though, from Box, trying to get in the middle of the zone, maybe work a little inside out.
Absolutely, and if you're the Lady Lancers, you've got a real comfortable lead right now. There's no reason to rush any shot. Just pass around the arc, find the open look that you want.
And speaking of forcing it, they force it inside to Treadway, but she comes up with it and gets the and one.
Great job from Treadway there. Not much created there off of the inbounds play, but she's able to get the ball, put it up, get some contact, and she's at the line for one more.
Treadway here looking to convert the and one. Treadway just a 72% free throw shooter on the year, and she's going to miss that one. Now Cabana with it, and now Feldposh trying to get it across. Drake with a bit of a flop there, and but a nice steal from Grace, and now Drake with it. Drake going down the middle lane, kicks it out to Box. Thought about the three. Now she's going to get it to Stoll for three. That's going to be no good. And Feldposh with another rebound. Now Lips with a 2-on-1. Kicks it over, nice fake from Wright. She's going to drive in and shoot the floater, but that's going to come up a little short as Box takes a hard fall. Looked like she got fouled there.
Kind of looked like she just threw it at the rim there. Don't know if she was expecting contact or what it was there, but didn't look like a very high-quality shot there from the Cougars.
Yeah. Hostetler here with it for Grace. Spring Arbor continuing to be in that 3-2, that 1-2-2 zone here in the half court. Nice steal from Treadway as Drake gets an open shot, but she can't quite hit. And it looks like Spring Arbor is going to get the ball back.
Good hustle there from Treadway, trying to keep it alive, but just steps on the out-of-bounds line. The ball will go to the Cougars.
As Feldposh with it here for the Cougars. Now it's Lips. And now Feldposh with it. A little 2-on-1. Cabana, nice fake on the three. Tried to draw a foul there, but again, no call. And a great pass from Box up to Hostetler, who might have gotten away with a travel there, but she's going to get the layup.
Very wise there from Hostetler. Regardless of the travel or not, to collect herself. She's going real fast there towards rim. Good to collect herself and then take the easy layup.
Yeah. Great pass as well there from Box in the open floor. So now the Cougars have it here. 15 on the shot clock for Wright. Wright has it here at the top. Nice little screen for Shoebridge. And now Lips for three, and that's not going to fall. And Spring Arbor just struggled to knock down shots tonight.
They've had some good looks from three-point range all game. It's just a matter of them converting.
And Treadway is going to get the layup. Nice pass there from Drake. And this one is starting to explode a little bit here for the Lady Lancers.
Yeah, it looked like earlier in the quarter the Cougars were getting a little run going, but just like that, it leads back up to 30.
And Wright can't get the foul call. And now Hostetler has it. Now to Drake. And she's going to get the layup.
Cougars looking a bit defeated out there.
Yeah.
Definitely
I was just going to comment on their body language. It looks a little down at the moment. And nice job there breaking the press, though, as Lips has it for Spring Arbor. Here's Cabana for three. That's going to be short. And Treadway grabs the rebound. Now it's Drake. She's got a one-on-one with Lips here. And she's going to go right around and lay it in. Here's Wright with it for Spring Arbor. Now Shoebridge. And now we're to Feldposh. Nice cut from Shoebridge, and she's going to get fouled. Great cut there.
Yeah, good cut there, as you said, Jake. And it was a real good look inside. The Cougars, for the first time in a little while, chose not to take a three-pointer there. Able to work it inside, draw the foul, and now she's at the line shooting two.
Couple of subs here. Pearson's going to check in for Spring Arbor. And for Grace, looks like Ryman's going to check in, as well as Minix and Warble. And Shoebridge is going to shoot two for Spring Arbor. And Shoebridge from Middleville, Michigan, making her way over to Spring Arbor. Shoebridge, only a 54% free throw shooter on the year, and she goes 1 for 2 at the line. Minix has it for Grace. Now to Ryman, as Grace continuing to push the pace here. Stoll can't quite hit the three, and Shoebridge grabs the rebound. And Ryman's going to commit the foul on Feldposh there.
Good aggressive play there from Maddie Ryman. Unfortunately, she gets called for the foul there. And we'll see if the Cougars can break the press again.
as Melissa Goss is going to check in for Kiana Stoll, who had a great night tonight, 19 points. Don't know if we'll see her on the floor again, but great performance tonight from her.
Looks like Coach Davis is slowly taking his starters out.
As Cabana with a great take all the way, just can't quite make the finish. And Warble grabs another rebound. Now it's Box with it. Nice drive inside. That floater's not going to fall. And Lips with a good rebound. Has a couple of options, decides not to take them though. That's a great pass. And an offensive foul. Nice charge there. It looked like that was Minix.
Great job by Minix to stand in the paint there. You know, she knew the offensive player was most likely going to dish it off, just stand right in the paint, take it right in the chest, and get an offensive foul called.
As Ryman brings it up here for Grace. 4:10 left here in this game as the Lady Lancers have a comfortable lead. Here's Goss with it, over to Ryman. 15 to shoot. Nice pass over to Warble. And I think her and Box weren't quite on the same page there.
Like a little miscommunication. Box looked like she was cutting towards the hoop. Warble expecting her to stay on the three-point line. Be a turnover, and the Cougars will take over possession.
Couple of subs here for Spring Arbor as Cotter and Wright check back into the game. Looks like for Lips and Wright. As here is Cotter for Spring Arbor. Now over to Feldposh. Oh, excuse me, Wright is in the game. Here's Pearson. Little lefty floater, and that's going to go.
Good piece of offense there from the Cougars.
As Box has a three in the corner. That's going to fall. Michaela Box with another three. She continues to knock down threes this season for Grace.
And Michaela Box doing a very good job shooting from downtown this game. Had a couple threes. She's helped the Lady Lancers build this comfortable lead.
Good passing here from the Cougars as here's Shoebridge. Drive, nice little kick out. Now here's Wright with a little jumper. That's going to be short. And Ryman grabs the rebound. Ryman looking to push, and maybe a little too much there as she gets it taken away. Hard fall there from Ryman as Spring Arbor maintains possession here. And skipped over to Pearson. And Ryman with a nice steal. 2-on-1 here with Goss. Ryman, nice pass fake, and she's going to lay it in.
Beautiful pass that fake there from Ryman. Got the defender to commit one way and had an easy layup.
Now here's Wright over to Feldposh. Shoebridge with it. Now Feldposh over to Cotter. 2:20 left here in this ball game as Grace has an 82-47 lead over Spring Arbor. Shoebridge with that little jumper. That's no good. Feldposh gets the offensive rebound, though. Kicks it out. It's Wright for three. And again, Spring Arbor just can't quite find the basket. Ryman, little pull-up 18-footer. It's going to be off the mark, but she gets her own rebound. Box now. Thought about the three, but decides not to take it. Drives in. Minix grabs it. Now it's Ryman. Step back three. That's going to be short. But Ryman again grabs the offensive rebound.
We'll see if the Lancers decide to pull it out here. Slow the pace down a bit.
Minix throws it at Goss's feet, but she comes up with it. And Wright's going to tip it out of bounds.
A little sloppy the last couple possessions for the Lady Lancers, but looks like he's going to put the rest of the bench in now as well. Both teams will.
And both benches are being emptied for both teams. As you said there, Drew. And 9 on the shot clock here for Grace. Looking to get a good shot here. And maybe end the game here with a little more momentum as they head into their next game.
This will be a very, very much needed conference win for the Lady Lancers. Will put them at 4-3 in conference play in the Crossroads League, which is very competitive this year. A lot of teams sitting in the top 25 rankings, a couple teams receiving votes. So it's always good to pick up a win in conference play, especially for the Lady Lancers.
Absolutely. And Coach Frost is going to take a 30-second timeout for Spring Arbor, and we'll be right back.
Do you know what we've discovered? A high percentage of people who visit our campus decide to come to Grace College because they see firsthand our welcoming, friendly community in beautiful Winona Lake, Indiana. With outstanding professors who care about you, we offer a quality education with a biblical worldview that will give you a competitive advantage in the workplace. Visiting our campus is the best way to experience what's really happening here, and we'd love to meet you. We are one community serving one creator.
And we're back here at the Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center at the lovely Grace College, as Grace has 6 to shoot here on the shot clock. I don't know if Grace realizes the shot clock, but they get lucky with a kick there. There's going to be 3 to shoot.
Lady Lancers got bailed out there, didn't have much created there at the end of the shot clock. Would have had to force something, but get the kickball violation, get 20 back on the shot clock.
And here's Ruff with it. Now over to Goss. Inside. Back out to Ruff for 3. That's going to be short. But great hustle from Ruff to grab the offensive rebound. Another 3 in the corner. That's going to be off the mark. And good hustle from Goss to get the jump ball.
Great hustle there, hustle play there from Goss. And it'll stay with the Lady Lancers.
As Ruff's going to take it out of bounds underneath for Grace. Looking to find a pass, and she gets it to Schlater here for Grace. Over to Goss. Under a minute to go here left in this ball game. Schlater's going to try a 3, and that's going to be good. Nice shot there from Schlater.
Good ball movement there from the Lady Lancers, able to find an open shooter in the corner, and she'll knock that down every time.
And a little clock adjustment there from the officials, and we'll get play back underway. Here's Cotter with it for Spring Arbor. And nice steal from Ruff as she read that pass like a book. Here's Goss. Schlater thought about it again, but decides not to take it. Now Goss is going to try a 3, and that's going to be in and out. And a nice rebound there from Summer. Nice ball fake, and that floater is going to be off the mark. And the rebound is grabbed by Grace. And a nice cross, but that's going to be blocked out of bounds. That was Toth with the drive for Grace. 14 seconds left here in this ball game. And they get it into Toth here. And it looks like they're just going to pull it out and hold it. So the Grace Lady Lancers here with a nice win over Spring Arbor to improve to 13-6 overall and 4-3 in the Crossroads League. Spring Arbor will fall to 6-12 and 1-6 in the Crossroads League.
Yeah, and overall a really good matchup, Jake. I think the beginning of the game was what really got to the Cougars. They started off in a hole, and that kind of was the pace and the story for the rest of the game. They just couldn't dig themselves out of that hole they built for them real early in the game, and the Lady Lancers able to control the pace for most of the game. That press really helped them. The 2-3 was real good, and they were just able to kind of do whatever they wanted on the court tonight.
Absolutely. And both teams around their averages as far as scoring as a team. Grace averages around 86. They're at 85 tonight. And Spring Arbor's around 58, and they were at 47, so a little under that. But
good defensive showing for the Lady Lancers as well.
Very good defensive showing. So Grace is going to pass Mount Vernon to move up to 6th in the conference. And Spring Arbor will stay in 8th.
And the Lady Lancers will be home, on the road against Mount Vernon 1 p.m. January 18th, so that's their next matchup. Mount Vernon, of course, receiving votes, so that should definitely be a good matchup. They have a bit of a tough stretch here the next couple games. They play Mount Vernon, Indiana Wesleyan, and Marion the next 3 games, who are all either ranked or receiving votes, so a little bit of a tough stretch here for the Lady Lancers.
Absolutely, Drew, and hopefully, if they win all 3 of those games, it looks like they'll be right towards the top of the conference, but again, those are easier said than done for the Lady Lancers. So that's going to do it for tonight. I've been Jake Harmon alongside with my co-host Drew Beck, and thank you for listening to Lady Lancers Basketball.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.